Everybody, Howie Spangler here, back with another video. So I'm in a band. The band is called Ballyhoo, and you can check that out right here. We got some cool videos and things like that if you want to check it out. And I've been on tour for 17 years with the band. We've been releasing music independently for about 23 years now, since the year 2000 was our first record. Started the band in 1995, actually, when I was a kid, with my brother. So a couple decades later, seen some stuff, seen some things and some stuff. I started my Tales from the Green Room podcast because I found myself always giving advice, or like other younger bands were coming to me a lot to get advice or ask me questions about. And I thought it'd be cool to do a podcast about this kind of stuff. So I did that. It's called Tales from the Green Room. You can check that out right here. So I was like, it'd be interesting to see what other people have to say about their time in the music industry, what sort of advice they're giving. And I wanted to see if it gelled with, my views on it, and, see if there's anything we can build on, or, maybe it's bad advice. Maybe it's great advice. And I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to see. So I found this video of T-Pain, actually. He's talking about, this is T-Pain's advice for aspiring artists in music. So I figured we start there. So I don't know, why not? If you guys like this kind of content here, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll make some more. But this is my first time kind of reacting to something like this. That's not like a music video or a video game or something. All right, let's check it out.
Any advice for aspiring artists in music? Stop asking artists for advice. That sounds mean as shit. But I will tell you, anytime an artist or a producer gets into the game, that door closes. And if I would have listened to Scott Storch, Snoop, fucking Bone Crusher, or the many artists that came before me, if I would have listened to them people, I would not be where I am today. I swear. Scott Storch told me to not use the 808s that I use still to this day. And that's the same 808s I used on Kanye's 808s and Heartbreaks, which made a monumental album, which made, like, the reason he said that he even did that album was because of the 808s I used when Scott Storch told me not to use them. Snoop Dogg told me that auto-tune shit was a gimmick, and it was only gonna last for like one or two singles.
Okay. All right. So I'm feeling this right now, because you get people that have been through it, and some of those people have like a negative view, and they might push it on you, or kind of sounds more like he was making some sounds that were sort of maybe fresh or new, and those artists he's talking about that were telling him don't do that might have been mad that they didn't think of it first. I don't know. I mean, these are all, everybody he named off are very successful artists. Like, they got nothing to be mad about as far as other artists coming up. No, they don't need to be jealous or anything. There's no real motivation there. But like that said, you do sort of wish you were first at certain ideas or certain sounds or approaches. So I can see that. And T-Pain was huge there for a while, so I can see where he's coming from here. So he's saying, yeah, Scott Storch, Snoop, they all said it's a gimmick. Don't do that. Don't use those beats. Man, at the end of the day, it's like, does it sound good? Are people dancing? Oh, it's just interesting. Let's keep going.
Do what you like, bro.
Do what you like. I just said it. If does it sound good, do what you want. Like, that's what you do. All right. Sorry.
That's my advice. Stop asking people for advice and do what you like. If you like it, it's good.
100%, dude.
Now, who is it good to? That's for you to decide. You can't ask nobody for that. That's not something you can just ask a person. It's not
for you to decide so much. The market decides. Like, the audience decides if it's good or not, right? And still, that shouldn't affect your vision or your path. If you're putting out music that you love because you love it, right? You're taking what's in your head and you're just throwing it in Pro Tools or Logic or Studio One, whatever, and then you release it to the world. That's you, right? That's you. I'm telling you, people are gonna like it. Like that's the thing. Like, people are going to like it. This world is huge. There's 8 billion people. People are gonna like what you're doing. They're not everyone, you know, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be harder. Like, if you're playing music that isn't the norm, isn't like familiar sounding, like pop music, like if you're not singing familiar melodies or anything, it's gonna be harder to find your people. But your people are out there, because there are people that they don't listen to pop music. They don't listen to what everyone else is listening to. They've got their own thing, and they're gonna find you, you know? So you have to just stay at it. So I love what he's saying here. Stay at it. Like, keep doing what you do. Do what you love. Don't let anyone influence you and say, nah, you got to do something else. It's like, no, man. I've watched tons of videos on YouTube about how to grow on YouTube, for example. And a lot of the stuff that I've heard is like, you know, you can put a link on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok and say, hey, come over to my YouTube channel, right? And that's good. You want to bring your people over from, you know, that are following you on these other platforms and let them know you have something here at YouTube. But you have to grow on the platform that you're on, because there are so many people that aren't on those other platforms for whatever reason. So you have to learn how to grow here. So you got to stick with it and just keep doing what works here, and what works over there is not necessarily going to work over here, and vice versa. So just like music, it's like there's something for everyone. Everyone loves something. So stay at it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what you got.
Do what you like. Now that's one thing that I carry with me all the time. Somebody asked Quentin Tarantino, who the fuck do you make movies for? I don't know if you've seen a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie before, but I also have that same fucking question. Who the fuck are you making movies for? Quentin Tarantino said, I don't make my movies for anybody. I make my movies for myself.
There it is.
And I pray to God, for the studio's sake, that somebody out there is as crazy as me and they like the same shit as me.
That's what's up. This is exactly what I'm saying. There's someone is going to like your shit. It might be harder to find them, or it might be harder for them to find you, but they will. You have to stay at it. You have to stay consistent and release music. Just keep releasing music. I say do what you want. Don't let people influence you, things like that. There's a fine line there. There's nuance there, because you should also be working on getting better at your craft. So, like, you know, making your songs sound better, learning how to make beats better, learning how to write a melody, going through 20, 30 different melodies on a track just to make sure it's the right one, and explore every option, and just keep getting better at your craft. It is okay to take advice, but you have to learn. You have to be able to discern yourself what's good and what's bad advice for you. Okay. So, like, I could tell 10 people something and it might only work for one of those people, you know? I try to speak on fundamentals, you know, so it's not so direct, and tpain is speaking the truth here.
That's it. You don't have to fuck your favorite artist. Fuck them people that came before you. If you like it, there's at least 12 other people. Out of 7 billion people, there has to be somebody else that likes the shit that you like. If you like it a lot, out of 7 billion people, there has to be somebody else that likes it.
Dude, if you can get 10%, if you get 1% of that, you know, like, put it into perspective. Like, the world is huge. He says 7 billion, I say 8 billion, whatever it is. You can get 1% of that, 10% of that, you know, just, you can make a good living, you know, monetizing your art, in this case, music. It is entirely possible. I've been live streaming for years, and I'm finally getting around the 100 concurrent viewers on Wednesday nights. It's taken a long time to get that. For a long time, I sat at 20 or 30 concurrent, people, and people come and go. They're not watching the whole time. That's just it's the nature of live streams. People aren't going to sit there and watch you for the whole hour or 2 hours, whatever it is. I usually stream for about 2 hours every Wednesday night, playing songs, and people are in and out. But last night, for example, I was up to about 90 concurrent, which was great. It took a while to get there, but the word's getting out. So you just have to stay with it, just like anything else.
You don't have to ask artists what they think. You don't have to ask because we don't fucking know. We like what we like. We've done the same thing. We're not going off of any formula or anything like that. Well, some people do. And them the people that don't last long. The people that try to what's hot right now? Let me listen to the iTunes top 10 so I can just make a song like that right now, and then we should be good. Shit don't last. The shit lasts when you do what you like, and then I always tell people I don't know what a hit is. I have no idea what a hit is.
Who the fuck knows what a hit is? This guy's spitting bars, man.
I know when I make a song what it makes me feel like. And there's a certain feeling that's always correlated with what people call a hit. When I made Buy You a Drink, I felt so proud of that fucking song. I went around to every studio I could find and showed it to the artists in there, like, look at the song I made. When I showed that shit to Chris Brown, his whole team called my team for a week and a half after that shit, like, we need that record. We want that record. And I was like, yeah, no, for sure. Even when it was in the studio, Chris was like, bro, I know you wrote that record, but you got to give me that record. And I was like, absolutely, you can have that record. And then he turned around and I looked at my team like, as soon as he turned around, bro, I was like, I know we got something. If Chris Brown won't run one of my records, because before that,
dude, he brings up a great point here. This is a great point here. If people are coming to you out of the blue, maybe important people or people you deem important are coming to you about your art, your music, when people weren't before, that means you're doing something right. So that means you got something and you need to be aware of it. It's up to you what you do with it. Like he's saying here, he wrote this song, this incredible song. Chris Brown wants it. Okay, Chris Brown wants my song. Okay, that means I got something. I should probably keep this for myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is great. I love this.
That he didn't want shit. So when Chris Brown wanted one of my records, I was like, bro, we got something for sure. No question. Because it gave me that feeling, but it didn't give anybody else that feeling in my team, and I wasn't sure. But when Chris Brown wanted it, and when fucking everybody I showed that shit, everybody wanted that shit. They're like, bro, you gotta give me that. You gotta give me that. Oh, let me have it. Even DJs was like, bro, let me play that shit right now. I'm like, I don't think it's ready, bro. And I just waited, and everybody wanted it, and I knew that gut feeling. I was like, I think I got a dope record, bro. That's what you need. You don't need anybody else's affirmations. You don't need anybody else's confirmations. You don't need anybody else's fucking approval. If you like the shit, there's got to be somebody else in this world that like the shit that you like. There's no way that unless you're a fucking serial killer or some shit. I mean, but also there's other serial killers. So, maybe have a meetup or some shit.
There you go. I'm going to put a link to this video and his channel in the description below. That was cool. I enjoyed that very much because you know what? I'm learning things. I'm like, you know what I'm doing? Like, I didn't necessarily learn something from this because I've been practicing this myself, but it reinforced my thoughts on this, my views on this. If you're doing something that you love and it's coming out the way you want it, then it works. And someone out there is going to like what you're doing. And if someone likes what you're doing, someone else is going to like what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Like there's more people, there's too many people in the world for you to not be able to create a community. So if you got your head down right now and you're questioning everything about your art, stop doing that. get off your ass, get back to it, make your music, put it out there, and just stay with it, stay at it. Focus on building your community and, making something special for yourself and for them. And I promise you, man, you're gonna shit can pop. You can have a career in music even in 2023, as saturated and busy and loud as it is. You can get your piece of the pie. So this was great. Shout out tpain. Amazing advice right there. Don't take advice from artists. Don't take advice from me. Stay at it. Keep learning. Fuck yeah, man. All right, if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below. I'll make more content like this if you dig it. Follow my band Ballyhoo on all the platforms, on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, smash the like button, share this with your friends, whatever. Look out for the tour dates. We'll see you real soon. I am doing acoustic shows, acoustic private parties. If you want to hire me, bring me out. Let's do it. All right, catch you on the next one.